So this is the introduction of the waves. As you all know, what do you mean by the waves? Waves are nothing but the structure like this. This is called as wave. This is called as sinusoidal wave. This is called as sinusoidal wave. Sinusoidal wave. Okay. And why? Because the equation is given by y is equal to a sine omega t. This is what equation is given by a sine omega t. So this is called as what? Sinusoidal wave. So what is this? A it is called as A is called as amplitude of the wave. If suppose this is what x-axis, this is what y-axis. On this x-axis, I'm taking time. So this is what instantaneous time in this case, and this is what y-axis, y over here, and the wave is like this. So this is the maximum displacement of the particle. This is called as amplitude plus a. This is what plus a it is what amplitude, and omega you all know it is what angular velocity. So if you talk about introduction of waves are nothing but you can say what are the types of waves or how many types the waves are classified. So waves are nothing but what? Waves are nothing but disturbance in the medium. Waves are nothing but what? Disturbance in the medium. Waves are nothing but disturbance in medium. Which medium? Elastic medium. Which medium? Elastic medium. Wave is nothing but disturbance in the medium, disturbance in the elastic medium. This is called as what wave. So that means what if suppose this is what the medium, suppose an elastic medium, all the particles they are at rest, all the particles are at rest, all the particles in the medium are at rest. If suppose the wave is propagating in this medium, that means the particles are now vibrating. The particles are set into vibration. It can be vibrating in the perpendicular direction or it may be vibrating in the parallel direction. It depends on the type of the wave. Okay, it depends on the. So this is called as what? Disturbance in the medium. What this is called as disturbance in the medium. And the disturbance in the medium, it will result into what? Waves. It will result into waves. What are the types of waves? Various waves are the first category can be called as electromagnetic waves, or the waves can be classified as mechanical waves, or waves can be called as microwaves, or waves can be classified into radio waves, etc. There are many classification of the waves, okay, that you are going to learn all this classification in the higher standards. But in 12th standard, you are going to learn only about the two waves, that is electromagnetic waves and mechanical waves. So electromagnetic waves and mechanical waves only you are going to learn about this. Okay, so let us understand what is called as electromagnetic wave. So in electromagnetic wave, there are two waves. Okay, there is what an electric field and there is what a magnetic field. So electric field and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other and also perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave. This is called as electromagnetic wave. So you can say the wave in which इसको थोड़ा erase करके आगे कर देते हैं. The wave in which electric field and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other. They are perpendicular to each other and also perpendicular to direction of propagation of wave. The wave in which electric field and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other and also perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave is called as electromagnetic wave. It is called as what? Electromagnetic wave. It is called as electromagnetic wave. Okay. So if suppose I draw electromagnetic waves, if I draw electric field by greening, so this is what electric field. If suppose the direction of propagation is known to us, the direction of propagation is this, in this direction the wave is moving. So the direction of the movement of the wave is called as direction of propagation of wave. So this is called as direction of propagation. Direction of propagation. And the time, this is what the time axis, the direction of propagation is always considered to be time axis because with respect to time, there the wave is that we are going to understand. So this electric field are perpendicular. You can say this is what perpendicular. This is what perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave. So this green ink is electric field. I am writing it as E, and I will draw this magnetic field. Because that magnetic field is also perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave. So this is what a magnetic field which is perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave. Okay. So if you say this, if you draw a line like this, so these lines are perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave. So if you draw a line like this, so this is what perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave. Also, it is perpendicular to the electric field. So electric field is perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave, and direction of propagation of wave is perpendicular to the magnetic field. Also, magnetic field and electric field are perpendicular to each other. So this is called as what electromagnetic waves. So this is what H bar, or you can say H is what magnetic field. H is called as what magnetic field. And what E is called as? E is called as electric field. E is called as electric field, H is called as what? Magnetic field. I hope you are understanding these things. Okay, these are very simple. The next part that we can say that it does not require medium for this propagation. Electromagnetic wave does not require medium. Does not require medium. Electromagnetic wave does not require medium for the propagation. What next we can say? The speed of electromagnetic waves is same as the speed of light. And what is the speed of light? The speed of light is c, and c it is equal to 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meters per second. 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meters per second. What is the formula of c? C formula is 1 upon under root of mu 0 epsilon 0. Mu 0 epsilon 0. Where mu 0 it is what? Permeability of free space. What is mu 0? Permeability. Permeability. And what is epsilon 0? Epsilon 0 is permittivity. Permittivity of free space. Mu 0 is the permeability of free space. So permeability means the quantity which is related to magnetic field, and permittivity means epsilon 0 means the quantity which is related to electric field. So in this case, both electric and magnetic fields are present. So we can say mu 0 and epsilon 0 both are present. So what is the value of mu 0? Mu 0 value is 4 pi into 10 raised to power minus 7. You know this thing. And the value of epsilon 0 is, suppose mu 0 I want to write, it is 4 pi into 10 raised to power minus 7. And epsilon 0 it is equal to 8.87 into 10 raised to power minus 12. So if you substitute this value, you will get this 3 into 10 raised to power 8. C value will be equal to 3 into 10 raised to power 8. Okay, there will be a unit, okay, in SI units they are expressed. There's no need to remember this mu 0 epsilon 0 value. Just remember these points, and also remember that we are understanding superposition of waves, and superposition of waves in this we are understanding mechanical waves. So what are mechanical waves? The definition of mechanical waves are the wave which require elastic material medium, elastic material medium for their propagation. is known as mechanical waves. The wave which require elastic material medium for the propagation is called as mechanical waves. So what they require elastic medium, uh, what they require for in this elastic medium, they want to propend this elastic material medium. They require particle. Okay, so the particle in the medium is set into vibration. Is set into vibration. Now, depending on the direction of vibration of the particle, the waves, mechanical waves, are further classified into transverse wave and longitudinal wave. Next is depending on the direction of vibration of particle. Depending on the direction of vibration of particle, the mechanical wave is classified into, the first is transverse wave and the second is longitudinal wave. So you know transverse wave, it looks like this. This is what the direction of vibration of the particle are about perpendicular to the propagation of wave, direction of propagation of wave. And longitudinal wave look like this. It consists of alternate compression and rarefaction. And this is what the longitudinal wave, and this is what a transverse wave. Okay. So is there any doubt in this, whatever I taught you till now? Ajil, do you have any doubt, Ajil?
No, sir.
If you have any doubt, please ask me. Okay, Harsh, do you have any doubt, Harsh? Okay. Kunal, any doubt, Kunal? Yes, Kunal, do you have any doubt? Suparna, do you have any doubt, Suparna?
No, sir.
Vijay, any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, so I hope you all understood that this is what very simple thing. Okay, so what you can do is, if what you want to write, or you want to take a screenshot. After that you will write. You will take it as a homework or assignment, or you have to write this. What do you want? अक्षय पाटिल, क्या क्या बोलते हो आप? आपको लिखना ही है या आपको स्क्रीनशॉट लेना है? भावेश,
Yes, sir.
क्या लिखना है
Yes,
या
sir.
लिखना है या स्क्रीनशॉट लेना है?
नहीं सर, स्क्रीनशॉट ले रहे हैं.
ओके, चलो ठीक है, सारे स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो. And I will move to the next part. But remember that in the assignment you have to complete all these things. Okay, in the assignment you have to complete all these things. Okay, so you take a screenshot, then I will move to the next part. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what are the types of waves? The types of waves are called as longitudinal wave and transverse wave. In the mechanical wave, we understood that it is classified as what transverse wave and longitudinal wave. So we will differentiate these two waves. So the first is called as suppose transverse wave. The other is called as longitudinal wave. So what you can say in transverse wave? the wave in which particles in the medium vibrate. How it vibrate? It vibrate perpendicular. Vibrate perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave. Direction of propagation of wave. The wave in which the particles in the medium vibrate perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave is known as transverse. Is known as transverse. And what will be the definition over here? Only instead of perpendicular, what you will write parallel. What you will write parallel. So the wave in which the particles in the medium vibrate parallel to the direction of propagation of wave is known as what? Is known as longitudinal wave. Is known as longitudinal wave. Okay. What after that you can write is you can draw a diagram. So this is what a diagram. This small t is called as time axis. What small t is called as time axis. This small y-axis it is called as displacement axis. X-axis is called as time axis. Y-axis is called as displacement axis. This is the maximum displacement of the particle. That is called as amplitude. So A is what amplitude. And what forms in the transverse waves are this? This is called as crest and this is called as trough. This is called as crest and this is called as what trough. So C stands for crest and T stands for trough. Okay, so this is what a transverse wave looks like. If suppose I want to draw a longitudinal wave, so what longitudinal wave will look like is the longitudinal wave will look like this. So this part is rarefaction and this part is compression. Okay, so in this you can say that if suppose this is the direction of the motion of the particle they vibrate what the direction of propagation of wave, the particle they vibrate what parallel. So the particle vibrate in parallel direction like this. So if I consider the two particles, if suppose the one particle is moving in this direction, other particle is moving in this direction, this will result into compression. And in the opposite sense, if suppose I consider the same particle, if suppose one particle is moving in this direction, other particle is moving in this direction, that will result into rarefaction. Okay, so in this alternate rarefaction and compression are formed. So you can write in this, the third point is alternate crest and trough are formed. And what you can write in this, instead of crest and trough, you can write compression and rarefaction. Instead of compression of crest and trough, you can write alternate compression and rarefaction are formed, right? And this you can say that the fourth point is one crest plus one trough, it forms one wave. Forms one wave. One crest and one trough form one wave. And in this one compression and one rarefaction forms one wave. Right? After that you can write in the transverse wave as the speed. Is the fifth point, okay? The speed of transverse wave on stretched string. The speed of transverse wave on stretched string is given by, it is given by V is equal to under root of T divided by L, smaller. Okay, V is equal to under root of T divided by smaller, where V is what? V is the speed of transverse wave on stretched string. So what's capital T represent? Capital T represent tension. and small m represent mass per unit length. Mass per unit length of string. Mass per unit length of string. Okay. So in the fifth point, we are defining the speed of transverse wave. On this side, we will be defining the speed of longitudinal wave. The speed of longitudinal wave on on a medium. Okay, sorry, in an elastic medium is given by the speed of longitudinal wave in an elastic medium is given by V is equal to under root of E divided by rho. V is equal to under root of E divided by rho. Where V is what? V is the speed of longitudinal wave. Okay, and what is E? E is modulus of elasticity. E it is modulus of elasticity of medium. Modulus of elasticity of medium, and what rho means? Rho is the density of the medium. Rho is what? Density of medium. Okay, so this part we know. The next thing that we can understand in the transverse wave is on which state of matter the transverse wave propagate. Okay, so transverse wave can pass through, or we can say propagate. Transverse wave can propagate through solid and surface of liquid only. Surface of the liquid is the natural phenomena. Natural phenomena, that means you have observed the sea waves, right? So sea waves क्या होता है? It looks like what a transverse wave. It consists of alternate crest and trough. So that is called as what? It travels on the from the surface of the liquid. The transverse wave travels. Okay, and it can travel through solids, but it cannot travel through gases. Why? Because the reason is in longitudinal wave, the particles they are what have to vibrate in perpendicular direction. So this is what perpendicular vibration. In solids, the particles are very nearer to each other. So if suppose one particle is vibrating, it will make another particle to vibrate. The second particle will make third particle to vibrate because they are very close to each other. While in the case of gases where the particles are very away from each other, if suppose one particle is vibrating in perpendicular direction, it will not make another particle to vibrate in perpendicular direction. So that's why longitudinal wave, that's why transverse wave, they can travel only through solids. They cannot travel inside liquid, they cannot travel through the gases because the distance of the molecules is what? More. The distance between the particles are what? More. Okay. Surface of the liquid, it is what a natural phenomena. Uh, in the format of sea waves, we can observe that longitudinal wave. Sorry, in the form of sea waves, we can observe transverse wave. While the sixth point is longitudinal wave can travel through all states of matter. Can travel through all states of matter. That is solid, liquid as well as gas. Solid, liquid as well as gas. Why solid, liquid as well as gas? This longitudinal wave can travel because in longitudinal wave the particle they vibrate in parallel direction. If suppose this much is the distance between the two particles in the gases, this particle is vibrating in this direction. It will collide with this particle and it will make another particle to vibrate. Okay. So if suppose this particle is vibrating, it will make neighboring particle to vibrate. So because the gases, the distance between the particles are more, so you can just say that the speed of a longitudinal wave in the gases is what less, while the in solid the molecules are very near to each other, so the speed of longitudinal wave in solids are what more compared to what gas, right? The example of longitudinal wave is sound waves. The example is what? Sound waves. Example of longitudinal wave is sound waves. So what is the point to remember here is this fifth point is very important. The fifth point is important in both the case. The speed of transverse wave here is given by under root of t by m. The speed of longitudinal wave is given by under root of e divided by rho. Okay, so I hope you are understanding this. If you have any doubt, please ask me. Or suppose you don't have any doubt, please take a screenshot. Then we'll move to the next part. So I hope you have taken the screenshot. Now I'm moving to the next part. The next part is progressive wave. So what do you mean by the word progressive wave? Progressive wave, that means the wave which is always in progress. It is always in progress. That means it is not getting attenuated. Attenuated मतलब उसका power कम होता है, उसका amplitude कम होता है, उसका energy कम होता है. ऐसा नहीं होता. Progressive wave, it is always in progress. That means जो wave आपको दिख रहा है, ये आ रहा है, ये वाला wave. So हर time इसका amplitude, frequency, wavelength सब properties क्या रहेगा, same रहेगा. And it will be continuously moving in the forward direction. This is called as what, progressive wave. This is called as what, progressive. Okay. So इसका कभी भी amplitude कम ज़्यादा नहीं होगा. This will be what, all the things will be constant. And the example of progressive wave, you can generate this progressive wave at your home. Just to a rigid support, you tie a rope और ये वाला end आपके हाथ में पकड़ो and इसको move करो, up and down motion में move करो. What you will generate here is the wave you will generate. Okay, the wave you will generate, and continuously if you move, if you move this, you can see that continuously the waves are getting generated on this rope. Okay, so this is called as what, progressive wave. This is called as progressive wave. Let's suppose this is what the particles in the medium. This is what the particles in this, on this rope. So initially, since no wave is there, so all the particles are at rest. All the particles are at their mean position. And if suppose the wave is, it is getting started, if suppose this particle is given energy, and this particle is moving in perpendicular direction like this, so ये वाला particle, it can move from 0 to plus a, again plus a to 0, and 0 to minus a. This will make another particle to vibrate like this. This will make another particle to vibrate like this. This will make another particle to vibrate like this. This will make another particle to vibrate. And we can say that all the particles in the medium, all the particles are in the medium, they have a tendency to move between plus a to minus a. They have a tendency to move between plus a to minus a. So in progressive wave, the thing is, the very much important thing is, all particles can move between plus a to minus a. All particles can move between plus a to minus a. So पहले ये, if suppose this is what the particle, this particle it is at 0, this particle it is at this much displacement, this particle it is at this much displacement, this particle it is at this much displacement. If after some time, if you see, after some time the wave will look like this. After some time the wave will look like this. So the particle which was at 0, this is now at this position. The particle which was at maximum displacement, now it is at this much displacement, and this much, ये वाला particle it is at maximum displacement like this. Okay, so all particles after they will have some time, and all the particles they can move between plus a and minus a. The particle which was at 0, it is not at 0 now. This is what the displacement, and the particle which was showing this displacement, it is now at 0. Okay, so all the particles can move between plus a and minus a. This is what a progressive wave means. Okay, this is what progressive wave means. So what is the definition of progressive wave? Definition of the progressive wave is a wave in which the disturbance produced in the medium travels in a given direction continuously. So continuously what is important? Continuously what it is indicating that it is what a progressive wave. Okay, so disturbance produced in the medium, they move continuously. So it is moving continuously like this. Continuously you can say that the wave is present. Okay, without any damping. Damping मतलब उसका amplitude कम होता है. Damping means attenuation or obstruction. Obstruction मतलब वो रुक जाता है, right? Damping means amplitude कम होता है. So without any damping or obstruction from one particle to another particle, this is called as progressive wave, and progressive wave it is also called as what traveling wave. Progressive wave is also called as traveling wave. Okay, so I hope you understood the definition of progressive wave. So you can take a screenshot and wait, I will write that in progressive wave. All particles have tendency to vibrate between plus amplitude to minus amplitude. Transverse wave and longitudinal waves, or in general I can say mechanical wave. Transverse wave and longitudinal wave are what? Mechanical waves. So I can write mechanical waves are, mechanical waves can be considered to be progressive. They can be considered to be progressive. Okay. You can write, that means you can write in theory that consider a transverse progressive wave, consider a longitudinal progressive wave. Okay. So this is what all about progressive wave. You can take a screenshot. If you have any doubt, please ask me. So I hope you have taken the screenshot. Now I'm moving to the next part. Next part is nothing but the properties of progressive wave. So what are the various properties of progressive wave that we are going to understand? Each particle in the medium executes same type of vibration. Particles vibrate about their mean positions, performing simple harmonic motion. Each particle in the medium executes same type of vibration means each particle, if suppose one particle is vibrating in perpendicular direction, another particle will also move in perpendicular direction. ऐसा नहीं कि one particle is moving in perpendicular, another is moving in parallel direction. This is not going to happen in the case of progressive wave. So each particle in the medium executes same type. Same type means either perpendicular or parallel. Either perpendicular or parallel. Okay? Either perpendicular or parallel. Each particle vibrate about the mean position. So I hope you know what is mean position means. So this is called as mean position. This is called as positive extreme position because it is on the positive y-axis. This is what negative extreme position because it is on the negative y-axis. So all the particles vibrate about the mean position. Okay, performing SHM. SHM means what? Oscillation. Simple harmonic motion is what? It is performing oscillation. Or you can say it is what? Vibration. The next point is all particles in the medium have the same amplitude, time period, and frequency. So all particles, जितने भी particle हैं, all are having same amplitude. Same amplitude means all the particle can vibrate between plus A to minus A. Right now, all particles can vibrate between plus A to minus. They have same time period, and the reciprocal of time period is called as frequency. अगर किसी का time period same है तो obviously उसका frequency भी same होता है. अगर किसी का frequency same है तो obviously उसका time period भी same होता है. So if suppose this particle is vibrating and it is taking 2 seconds and this particle is vibrating, it will also take 2 seconds to complete one vibration. Okay. So time period of vibration between the particle is not same. ऐसा नहीं कि ये 2 सेकंड लेता तो ये 5 सेकंड लेता तो यहाँ पे जो वेव है यहाँ पे फास्ट बन रहा है और यहाँ पे वेव जो है स्लो बन रहा है. This is not going to happen. Okay. This is not going to happen in the case of progressive wave. The third point is the phase, that is the state of vibration. Phase मतलब क्या angle? Phase मतलब क्या angle? So you have to remember that very important point that phase means angle. Phase means what angle? The phase मतलब the angle changes from one particle to another particle. Angle it is also called as what? The phase is also called as state of vibration of the particle. It changes from one particle to another particle. So let me explain you this in detail. Suppose this is what the displacement axis. Yes, Vinay, do you have any doubt? Please ask.
नो सर वो गलती से हो
क्या गलती करता है तू? This is what suppose time
सॉरी
axis.
सर
कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं. This is what displacement axis y, okay, and this is what the sinusoid will be. Okay. आपको अच्छे से बनाना है, ये फ्री हैंडेड ड्राइंग होना चाहिए. अभी मैं ये पैड पे बना रहा हूँ, इसके लिए ठीक से बनने का. Okay, and this will be plus amplitude and that will be minus amplitude. This angle it is what zero. This is what zero angle, and this is what the one wave is what originating the another wave. This is what the another wave is what started. So another wave is starting. मतलब this angle it is equivalent to zero. Zero का equivalent angle कितना होता है? 360 degree, and we have to write this is in radians. So this is what 2 pi radians. What this can be written as 2 pi radians. Half of the 2 pi it is what pi. Half of the 2 pi it is what pi. Half of the pi it is what pi by 2. So ये 0 है, ये pi by 2 है, ये pi है. So obviously this will be your 3 pi by 2. This is going to be 2 pi, and इसके आगे क्या बनेगा 5 pi by 2, right? And this will be your 3 pi. तो देखो ये एक पार्टिकल है और ये जो सर्कल की है दिस आर व्हाट पार्टिकल. तो ये पार्टिकल के सबके पार्टिकल के क्या अलग अलग है एंगल. सबके एंगल अलग अलग है, राइट? दिस व्हाट 0 और ये पार्टिकल किस पे 90 पे, ये पार्टिकल किस पे 180 पे, ये पार्टिकल किस पे 3 5 by 2 पे, that means 270 पे, ये पार्टिकल किस पे 2 5 पे, that is 360 पे, ये पार्टिकल 5 pi by 2 पे, ये पार्टिकल 3 pi पे. So all particles, देखो, the phase that means the angle changes from one particle to another particle. तो ये पार्टिकल कंसीडर किया, इसका एंगल कितना 0, ये पार्टिकल कंसीडर किया, इसका एंगल कितना 5 by 2. So in progressive wave, the phase changes from one particle to another particle. Okay, the phase changes from one particle to another particle. So you take a screenshot and we will move to the next properties. So I hope you have taken the screenshot. I'm moving to the next properties. Okay, I'm moving to the next property. I hope you are understanding this. If suppose you are not understanding any single point, any single word, please let me know. Okay. The fourth point is no particles remain permanently at rest. So this is very important thing that no particle it is permanently at rest. Because the particle which is at zero, they will after some time it is going to be at plus amplitude. That means I told you that all particles can move between plus a to minus a amplitude. That means the particle which is at rest. So suppose I am drawing a wave like this. So these are the particles which is at zero displacement. Okay. So these are the particles at zero displacement. That means this particle are at rest. After some time, the wave will look like this. Suppose after some time the wave will look like this. That means ये जो particle zero पे था अभी ये plus 8 है. ये जो particle zero पे था it is at minus है. ये जो particle zero पे था it is at plus 8 है. Right? So no particle remains permanently at rest. ये stationary wave में होता है. ये stationary wave में होता है. Stationary wave में कुछ particle होते हैं जो permanently rest पे रहते हैं. But progressive wave में ऐसा नहीं होता. Progressive wave में all particles, not all particles, no particle remains permanently at rest. Each particle come to rest momentarily. Okay, थोड़े एक particular moment के लिए वो zero पे आता है, while at extreme positions of vibration. Come to rest, that means what? Come to rest मतलब speed is equal to zero. Come to rest means what? Speed is equal to zero. Come to rest means speed is equal to zero. आपका ऑसिलेशन चैप्टर हो गया ना पढ़ के, तो ऑसिलेशन चैप्टर आपका हो गया, इसका मतलब आपको पता है कि ऑसिलेशन में वाइब्रेशन में स्पीड कहाँ पे जीरो होता है? मेन पोजीशन पे तो स्पीड मैक्सिमम होता है, दिस इज व्हाट वी मैक्स, एंड एक्सट्रीम पोजीशन पे स्पीड इट इज व्हाट जीरो. Extreme position space speed it is what zero. So V is equal to zero at plus extreme position, V is equal to zero at minus extreme position. Okay, and we can say that no particle remains permanently at rest. मतलब कोई भी particle रुका हुआ नहीं है. Each particle comes to rest momentarily while at extreme positions of the vibration. कुछ एक moment के लिए it is what at rest, but after due to inertia it again move towards mean position. The restoring force is always towards the mean position of it. Getting a mark. The fifth point is the particle attain the maximum velocity when they passes to the mean position. So this is what the mean position the velocity is what maximum, and this is called as what Vmax. And you know what is the maximum velocity here, right? You have already understood the oscillation chapter. So what is the formula of the maximum velocity? Vmax it is equal to Vmax it is equal to A omega. So Vmax it is equal to A omega. Okay, that is what the maximum velocity. The sixth point is during the propagation of the wave, energy is transferred along the wave. There is no transfer of matter. So this is important point. All the points I'm telling you, this is important. No transfer of matter. This is what important. During the propagation of wave, that means whenever the wave is what traveling. So if suppose this is what the wave which is traveling in this direction. So this particle it is moving like this particle is vibrating like this particle is vibrating like this. All particles are vibrating between plus amplitude and minus amplitude. So if suppose ये वाला particle vibrate करना start हो गया, इसने अपनी इसको energy मिला तो ये vibrate करना start हो गया, it will make another particle to vibrate. That means it will transfer the energy. It will transfer the energy. Energy is transferred. So the second particle will make another particle to vibrate. So there will be a transfer of energy. This is called as transfer of energy. But ये वाला जो particle है, first वाला particle, it is not moving to the second position, it is not moving to the third position, it is not moving to the fourth position. That means there is no transfer of matter. What do you mean by this? This is what there is no transfer of matter. मतलब particle itself it is not moving along the wave. This direction में wave जा रहा है. This is what the wave direction. The particle is not moving with the wave. The particle is just vibrating about the mean position. The particle is just vibrating about the mean position. भले वो perpendicular होने दो, भले वो parallel होने दो, वो सिर्फ vibrate करता है particle. Particle does not move in the direction of wave. Okay. For example, this is what एक तालाब है यहाँ पे, ठीक है? इस पे एक leaf पड़ा है. This is what a leaf. And किसी ने यहाँ पे पत्थर फेंक दिया, so this will result into what transverse wave in all particular direction. This will result into transverse wave. And this transverse wave, because of this transverse wave, this leaf it is going to move to and fro about its main position. It is going to perform oscillation. But this leaf will not move in this direction. Leaf कभी भी आगे वाले direction में नहीं move करेगा. Leaf क्या होगा? सिर्फ ऊपर नीचे vibrate करेगा about its main position. Okay. So this is all about the sixth point. I hope you understood this all things. You can take a screenshot, then we'll move to the next part. Okay, so I hope you don't have any doubt because this सर कोई शंका नहीं है. Okay, चलो ठीक है. ठीक है. Okay. So these things are very simple. So we will move to the next part. Okay. The seventh property of the progressive wave. The wave propagates through a medium with a certain velocity. This velocity depends upon the properties of the medium, right? So we understood that it has some finite velocity, such that the transverse wave it is given by v is equal to under root of t divided by n, and while the longitudinal wave it is given by v it is equal to under root of e divided by rho. Yes, the answer is there. It is given by under root of t divided by n, and this velocity is given by under root of e divided by rho. Where t is what? What is t? What is t? What is t? कौन बताएगा? कौन बताएगा? कौन बताएगा? सानी का बताओ t क्या है?
Time period.
अरे इसे नींद में क्यों बोल रहे हो? मुझे टेंशन आता है आपका ये
Tension.
Okay, it is what a tension. What T it is? Capital T it is what tension. Okay. Vipul Rane, can you please tell what is a small m is? What small m is? Small m is? Vipul Rane? Vipul, okay. हाँ विपुल बोलिए स्मॉल एम क्या है? व्हाट इज स्मॉल एम? साक्षी, व्हाट इज स्मॉल एम? मर्दाली, व्हाट इज स्मॉल एम? अजिल, यार तू ही बता दे व्हाट इज स्मॉल एम? अजिल, सुपर्णा आप ही बता दो.
Sir, mass per unit length of string.
गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. सो व्हाट कैपिटल टी कितनी अभी अभी पढ़ा है हमने, अभी अभी आपने भूल गए. द टी इट इज व्हाट टेंशन एंड स्मॉल एम इज व्हाट मास पर यूनिट. Vipul, if you are using a computer, you can also, if you have a mic, you can speak, ना? कंप्यूटर यूज करो तो क्या टाइप तो कर सकते हो ना? जैसे आप टाइप कर रहे हो, आई एम यूजिंग अ कंप्यूटर, यू कैन आल्सो टाइप इट इज मास पर यूनिट लेंथ. देयर इज नो एक्सक्यूज लाइक दिस. चलो ठीक है, अभी तो बता दो. ठीक है, अभी टाइप करके बताओ व्हाट इज कैपिटल ई. व्हाट इज कैपिटल ई? In this case, in the case of longitudinal wave, what is capital E and what is rho? We are waiting. मानसी, क्या आप बता सकते हो व्हाट इज कैपिटल ई? मानसी, व्हाट इज कैपिटल ई? Nidhi, what is capital E? Harsh, what is capital E? Yeah, Ajil, please, what is capital E?
Elasticity.
Modulus of elasticity, very good. It is modulus of, it is not only elasticity, it is modulus of.
Modulus of elasticity.
Okay, good, good. Mansi, maybe modulus of elasticity and maybe modulus of elasticity. Answer किया है. So, E is what modulus of elasticity. and the rho is what? Density of the medium. What rho is density of medium. So the wave propagates through a medium with a certain velocity. This velocity depends upon the properties of the medium. So this is what of that certain velocity. It is equal to under root of p divided by m, and it is equal to e divided by rho. So this depends on the medium, the value of p, the value of small m, the value of e, the value of rho. Progressive wave are of two types, transverse wave and longitudinal wave. We know the progressive wave is of two types. They can be classified as what transverse wave and longitudinal wave. And we have understood this transverse wave and longitudinal wave in detail, right? What is the definition of the transverse wave, how this transverse wave looks like, and what is the velocity of this transverse wave it is equal to, on which medium the transverse wave propagates. So we know all these things, okay? So you take a screenshot, then we'll move to the next part. So I hope you have taken the screenshot. I am moving to the next part. The next property is nothing but the transverse wave definition and its properties. So this we have already studied. Okay, you can read it. The transverse wave, the vibration of the particle are what? Perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave, and it produces alternate crest and troughs in the medium of travel. So in longitudinal wave, what happens is in longitudinal wave, the particle vibrate in parallel direction. Vibration of the particle produces alternate compression and rarefaction along the direction of propagation of wave. So this we have understood already in detail. Okay, so you take a screenshot. We'll move to the next point. Both the transverse as well as longitudinal mechanical waves can propagate through solids, but only longitudinal wave can propagate through fluids. Fluids means the substance which can flow. The flowing substance can be liquid and gases. So this can move to liquid and gases. Both transverse wave as well as longitudinal can propagate through solids, right? तो मैंने आपको बताया था ना longitudinal wave can propagate through all states of matter. Longitudinal wave can propagate through solid, liquid, and gas, while transverse wave can travel only through solids, right? And surface of the liquid is the natural phenomenon. Okay, in the format of sea waves, we are observing transverse wave. So दोनों भी can pass through solids. So यहाँ पे लिखा है both can pass through solids, but only longitudinal wave can travel through a liquid as well as gas. That is what fluids. They can pass through fluids. They can propagate through fluids. Take a screenshot. We'll move to the next slide. the question is derive an expression for equation of progressive wave, express it in various forms. Okay, so please pay attention over there. Consider a progressive transverse wave as shown below. Okay, so इतना छोटा सा as shown below अच्छा नहीं लगता है. Consider progressive transverse wave with amplitude capital A traveling along positive direction of x-axis. As shown below. So this is what y, this is what t, and we know that what is y it is, y means displacement axis. And what small t represents time axis. Only 1.5 wave we have to draw. This is what 1.5 wave, 1.5. This is the amplitude A. This wave is starting from 0. This wave it is starting from 0. Okay. So A is not amplitude, you can say. This is A means amplitude. So we know that the equation of wave starting from origin is given by. So we know this. The equation of the wave starting from origin it is given by y is equal to the general equation A sine omega t. Y it is equal to A sine omega t. We know this. That y it is equal to A sine omega t. Okay. The equation of the wave starting from origin is given by y. So this wave which is starting from origin. So what is the equation of this wave? Y is equal to A sine omega t is the equation of this wave. So what is omega? Omega is angular velocity or angular frequency. Angular velocity या फिर angular frequency कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं इसको, ठीक है? Angular velocity बोलो या angular frequency बोलो. Now they will not. We have to get a general expression. We should not always consider starting from origin. We should get general expression. Derive a general expression. Okay. So suppose the wave it is starting from this point. The wave it is starting from this point, and we don't know what is the angle. So suppose the angle it is what delta. The phase is what delta, and the displacement here it is what the displacement here it is x. X is the distance from the origin and this point. Okay, so this is what x. So suppose this is considered, that means from where the wave is starting, the wave is starting like this. The wave is starting like this. Okay, so this is what a general wave. So we have to derive an expression for general wave. So this is suppose point P. This particle it is point P. The equation of wave starting from point P is given by. What it is given by? It is given by, again same, y is equal to A sine. Now see, this is what omega t. This was starting from 0. Now it is starting from delta. This will be omega t minus delta, or it will be omega t minus delta. Now we will derive an expression for the value of this delta. Okay. So if suppose what will be the distance between these 2 points? Suppose I consider this 2 point, the distance here it is what wavelength. It is equal to what wavelength. The length of one wave is called as wavelength. This is what the one wave is formed, so the length will be what wavelength. So this is what wavelength it is denoted by lambda. And what is the angle over here? This angle it is 0. This angle it is what 2 pi. We know this is what 2 pi. Right? So I can write for phase 2 pi. Distance is lambda. That means for phase, what is the phase? Next phase is what delta. For phase delta, distance is x. समझा कि नहीं? तो 2 पाई के लिए डिस्टेंस कितना है लैम्डा and delta के लिए distance कितना है x. So just cross multiply, you will get delta. So lambda into delta it is equal to 2 pi x, or we can say delta it is equal to 2 pi x divided by lambda. So I can write therefore delta it is equal to 2 pi x divided by lambda, where 2 pi divided by lambda is known as propagation constant. It is known as what? Propagation constant. Where 2 pi divided by lambda is called as propagation constant, and it is denoted by beta. Okay, propagation constant it is denoted by beta. So what beta it is equal to 2 pi divided by lambda. So beta it is equal to 2 pi divided by lambda. Sometimes it is also called as b. Beta के जगह पे कभी-कभी कोई टेक्निक में it is denoted by what? b. So b after beta, this is called as propagation constant. So do one thing, you take a screenshot, then I will erase this part and we will derive from there. Done? किसी को कुछ डाउट है अभी तक यहाँ तक? We can write the next part as we can substitute the value of delta. Therefore, y it is equal to a sine omega t minus delta value is what? 2 pi x divided by lambda. Okay. What is the value of omega? But you can write omega it is equal to 2 pi divided by capital T, right? Omega it is equal to 2 pi divided by capital T. This is the formula of omega. So you can write omega as what? 2 pi divided by capital T, and you can take 2 pi constant. So y it is equal to a sine. Y is equal to a sine. Okay, so I will write 2 pi small t divided by capital T minus 2 pi x divided by lambda. Okay, and after that I can take 2 pi outside. So y it is equal to a sine 2 pi I have taken outside, small t divided by capital T minus x upon lambda. Minus x upon lambda. This is the first equation of progressive wave. This is the first equation of progressive wave. This is an expression for progressive transverse wave. The same is applicable for longitudinal wave also. Okay, same is applicable to longitudinal wave also. If you remember the question was expressed that in different forms. So we have to write in different forms also. So different form means if 1 upon t, what is 1 upon t? The reciprocal of time period is frequency. What 1 upon t it is equal to n. So I can write therefore y it is equal to a sine 2 pi. Instead of capital T, I will write nt minus x upon lambda. So this is the another way of what expressing the progressive transverse wave. If suppose I take this n outside, so what y will be equal to? Y will be equal to a sine. I can take n outside. This will be 2 pi n. What remains here is t minus. There was no n over here, so n will be divided x divided by n lambda. Okay. But what is n lambda? It is equal to v, and what is 2 pi n? It is equal to omega. So I can write y it is equal to a sine omega. So omega means what? 2 pi divided by n. Sorry, 2 pi n it is what? Omega. And multiplied by t minus x divided by this n lambda it is what? V. V is equal to n lambda if you remember. So this n lambda it is equal to what? V. So V is equal to n lambda. This is the another way of expressing this progressive wave. So this is what a third way of expressing the progressive wave. I can also express this in the case of propagation constant. In the case of propagation constant, from equation A we can take lambda outside. Okay, if I take lambda outside, what I will get is from equation A. So I hope you have completed taking screenshot over here. So I'm erasing all this part. So from equation A, we can say that I am taking lambda outside. Therefore, y will be equal to a sine. I will take lambda outside. It will be 2 pi divided by lambda. And here lambda is not there, so lambda will be multiplied. Or you can say from B. From B, I am taking lambda outside. Okay. So from B, if I take lambda outside, it will be easy. So lambda it will be if it is taken outside. So lambda it is there in the denominator. So from the denominator it is taken outside. It is what 2 pi divided by lambda. Here lambda is not there, so lambda will be multiplied. So n lambda into t minus lambda is taken already outside. So this will be x will remain over there. But what is n lambda? N lambda it is what b. So I can write y it is equal to a sine. What is this 2 pi divided by lambda? It is called as propagation constant. Propagation constant is denoted by beta. So this is what beta. And here it is what vt minus x. So this is the third way or fourth way of expressing this progressive wave. Okay. So equation, what I can say equation A, B, C, and D are various forms. They are various forms of progressive wave. They are various forms of progressive wave. Okay. So I hope you understood this. If you have any doubt, please let me know. If you don't have you don't have any doubt, please take a screenshot and we will end this lecture then. Yes, Akshay Patil, do you have any doubt? Akshay Patil, यार लेक्चर खत्म हो गया, अभी तो कुछ बोलते हैं.